Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing our NFL special giveaway. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So we are doing an 18-week NFL season special giveaway. I've got a bunch of stuff still left over from my last giveaway, and I thought it'd be really nice to just throw another fun giveaway. So what we're going to be doing is 18 weeks of voting each week which two teams are going to win and or lose. That didn't quite make sense. But anyway, so every Tuesday I post an NFL video of two teams that are in the NFL. It's going to be a new team each time, and I will let you know if they are playing each other and what day, or if they're playing separately and on what days. So for this week 6, we're in 6 weeks has gone by already, and we have the Broncos and the Jets that are playing on Sunday this time, you guys. I've been doing Thursday games since week 1, and I didn't want to do any repeats, so I just found another team that had two teams playing each other that were new. So this will be easier. Of course, down the road, I would have done a lot more teams to where it's going to be multiple games, at least 2, obviously. So for this video, we are doing the Broncos and the Jets. So what you need to do is be a public subscriber. You need to vote in this video whether the Broncos are going to win or the Jets are going to win. And the person that makes the most correct guesses at the end of the NFL season will win my NFL special giveaway. And again, they're going to be getting some goodies. On top of that, they're going to be getting a gift card as well as a 1-hour StreamYard session with myself. It'll be like a little meeting, something like this. You face your camera to your workstation, so you don't have to show your face or anything. You can show me any of the projects you're working on that you need help with, or if you have a channel and you are thinking about doing a channel and you need some advice, I can help you out. So I'm going to pick 2 winners, you guys. We have one nail viewer winner, which obviously will get goodies pertaining to nails. And then we'll have one craft winner that will get goodies pertaining to knitting, crocheting, embroidery, stuff like that. So it's catered to those separate kind of viewers. The voting will close at the end of Wednesday night. So you have Tuesday and Wednesday to vote. All right. Now, if there's multiple people that have the same number of correct picks, I will put their names in the wheel, and you'll get to have a chance at winning that way in case there's multiple people with the same guesses. Now, it's anyone's game, so I do post a little picture of everyone's standings, and it's a football field, and I move your little YouTube icons down the field. Whoever obviously is, you can tell who's in the league, but in the lead by how far they've got in the on the football field. So at any rate, let me give you a few pieces of information about the Denver Broncos real quick. So this actually used to be my team when Peyton Manning was on there. So I did like them for some time. Now, Peyton Manning was one of their old quarterbacks. It is now time for the new generation, and the current quarterback's name is Bo Nix. So comment below, let me know if anyone is in the Denver area or ends up liking the Broncos for whatever reason, because I don't think you have to be local to like a team. You just like whomever you want to like. All right, so now The Broncos, of course, they're in the AFC West, and they play along in their division with the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. Okay, and currently they're second in their division. Now, there's so many more weeks to go, so that could always change. But anyway, okay, so they play in Denver at the Empower Field at Mile High in Colorado. So if you ever want to check that out, Denver's pretty popular city, so there are plenty of places to go and things to see. But I'm doing the state on this nail here, and then I'm going to put a rhinestone right where the stadium would be on the state. So I like this state. It's a nice rectangle of sorts. The Jets nail is a little more complicated than this one, but I like when the states aren't so difficult in shape to where I can easily paint it on the nail, and then we just stick the rhinestone approximately where Denver would be on this little state map. But it's a little silly to me a bit, just because it's just a square on a nail. But as you know, my themes for these nails have been the logo and the state on 2 accent nails, being the thumbnail and the ring nail. So by the way, and I'll always mention this shout out here, so the glitter that I had used on the other nails with the transfer glue, those mixes were actually done by Just Nikki. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box below. She has a small business, and she makes the most beautiful glitter mixes, so definitely check her out. And she also does a few resin pieces, as well as little decorative jewelry pieces that you might want to check out as well. So I definitely want to mention that anytime I get to use her glitters, because I keep her glitters, but I don't know. I used to be in this bling era, and now it's it's been so far gone. I hardly ever get to use any of my bling or the glitters. So, but yeah, so I just used transfer glue, and then I sprinkled some glitters on a diagonal and used the ombre brush to bring that down. So we got this little glitter ombre, if you will. But I loved doing it, and I'm so lucky that I got one of her mystery bags, and so lucky that she had an orange mix in there. So yeah, and now we're going to move on to the next team. So as I said, we are going to be doing the New York Jets. Yay! Alright, so in case you are wondering, new changes this year. Their quarterback is Justin Fields. And they are, they're part of the AFC East, and they play along with in their division, the Buffalo Bills, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. I did do a Dolphins video, so I definitely, and the Bills, and I had mentioned that in the previous video. But they are kind of last in their division. I don't know if I foresee them getting any better, but that's probably me not wanting them to get better. Now, contrary to popular belief, they are technically the New York Jets, but they're physically not, and it's kind of frustrating in so many ways. So I am from New Jersey, and we just don't, we have hockey. I think that's about it. We technically, at one time, we had New York Jets, New York Giants, and New York Nets play in our state, but they're not our teams. And it just seems like Buffalo Bills is already their New York State, so why wouldn't we keep at least one of their football teams? But they both stink, so it doesn't matter at this point. But anyway, in case you're wondering, in case you want to be like, let's go to New York City. I want to see a football game. Nope, you're not going to see it in New York because they're not in New York. You're going to have to go to New Jersey. So, yeah, that always got me. Because we've got something, we even have like the Metro Stars Red Bull Stadium. And if anybody out there, comment below if you like soccer. So we've got a lot of things that people don't really know belong to New Jersey. But their stadium is in the Meadowlands. So if you ever want to see them, go visit New York and then hop on over to New Jersey. They play at the MetLife Stadium. I actually played there. I'm not ashamed to say that I was part of a band in high school, and we played there actually for championship. I'm not sure. We definitely didn't win the whole thing that year. I think we might have placed. I have like the video recording too, and that was with the old stadium when the grass wasn't real. But so I've been there plenty of time, and I've seen a number of games there, and it's always a good time. If you ever do plan to visit New Jersey and you are in that area, stay to watch a game. They also have the mall Dream. I think it's called Dream. And I have yet to be there. I hear there's a lot of fun stuff, like water parks and stuff, Legoland, something like that. But that area is just too congested for me that, those days are kind of over. We're not about sitting in traffic for long periods of time. And I don't think it matters what time of the day. As long as something's open over there, you're going to be sitting in it. But that's quote-unquote city life, so. But anyway, let's focus on this. I did a cat eye gel, and I really love it. It's part of the Holiday Lights collection from Varnale. But I did put a Born Pretty glitter on there that I really liked as well. I can't remember what collection that came off of, but I like that it sparkles that really green. If you can see it, it's little flecks of green. Because that color to me is more jet-like. I had a plain pot gel that could pass for the jet green, but I didn't want it to be plain. I wanted these to pop because there's not much to the logo. So as you see here, we're going to start drawing up the logo, and you're going to see it's fairly simple. It's just jets, all in white, and there's not much to it. And then when I did the state, I didn't even want to put rhinestones, but I'm like, ooh, this is going to be really plain. Plus, like I said, it's very hard to do. This nail was a stumper, and then the New York Giants nail is going to be a stumper too, because on the accent nail, as I said previously with the Broncos, the accent nail is going to have the state that they're in, and the rhinestone is going to indicate the location of their stadium. The problem is they're New York Jets, but they don't belong to New York. So I can't just draw a state of New York and then plop a rhinestone in the middle. It's not going to be right. And it's going to be deceiving because I like facts. And you might think that they are the New York Jets. They're not. They are the New Jersey Jets. So, on that accent nail, after I'm done with this one, I ended up drawing out both states. And that way I can place my rhinestone, and then my kind of like controlling brain will be okay with that. Josie can't say a lie. But anyway, so I kind of like that this was fairly simple, just because as we all know, I am behind on my sets. I'm supposed to post these sets on Etsy. I am going away on a business trip, but my goal is to put, if not all my backlog, some of it, if not all of it, some of it on my Etsy. And I will let you know when all of it's on there, or at least when partial is on there. But I'm still behind about 4 teams. There's 4 teams that I gotta finish up, and I don't even know if that's including these 2. It's rough. I mean, I pick 2 teams per week, and I'm doing 2 full sets of 24 nails each. So that's 48 nails a week, on top of my night at the Improv, on top of my Worldly Josieisms, and my Worldly Josieisms is another 24-piece set. So I kind of screwed myself. I was, for the longest trying to free up my time, and I kind of made it really busy. All in good fun, though. I really enjoy doing these. They kind of test me a bit because obviously I have to draw up the logos, and it's nerve-wracking when I feel like a logo is too complicated for me to draw perfectly. But I'm really glad I was able to pull off most of them so far. But it's daunting because there's going to be other teams down the road that are just going to be a lot harder than these ones. So just to revisit, you guys, here's the end result. This is the Denver Broncos set. Let me know what you think. Again, I will let you know when these are up on my Etsy. I do have a few teams left up on there. So if you wanted to go check that out, I'll leave the links in the description box below. But here is the Bronco. I'm so glad I got this. And when I do my sets, I got to do it more than once, and I got to make it look similar. So if you can imagine why I'm backed up, it's because it's probably more of my stage fright keeping me from actually designing the thing. But yeah, this is just Nikki's glitter, just Nikki glitters. So thank you, Nikki, for the glitters. I'll leave her info in the description box below. But her glitters definitely came in handy. I feel like I wish I did like a whole nail in that glitter, but orange is such a tough color for people to want to rock, And here's Colorado State with the rhinestone at Denver. So, and I should know this location because some of my clients are there. Or at least my old clients. I kind of do houses for different states now. But anyway, here is the next set, the New York Jets. I almost said New Jersey. So yeah, as you can see, there's New York State along with New Jersey, and I put the rhinestone at the neck of New Jersey because that's approximately where the stadium is. But that glitter is very subtle. You can see it a lot better off camera. But I think it just adds so much to these nails. But yeah, and that's that state. That was a little awkward to paint because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll have enough room. But made it. So again, don't forget to vote, you guys. We are picking 2 winners, 1 nail winner, 1 craft winner. They're both going to get goodies, a gift card, as well as a 1-hour StreamYard session. So I'm really looking forward to doing that for you guys. And then if you cannot vote this week or miss it this week, you have the next week until the remaining, what do we got? 12 weeks left. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank my Josieism Tier 2 members. Thank you so much, Sandra Sparkly Sets. Go ahead and check her channel out. And thank you so much, Conjure Up Nails. Go check her channel out. And thank you so much, my other Josieism Tier members. I love you guys, and I really appreciate your support. If you're interested in becoming a member, go ahead and check out the perks today in the description box below. I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.